I just had a realization. Some stuff that I did 10 years ago. 10 years. Doing videos and making songs. If you really go back to the beginning of, all the way to the beginning to my first video when I showed like pretty much sample promos for this Ustream show called Space 58 with Taj Mari and Jeremy Fall. As I look at that, I was so hopeful, but yet I was still kind of fighting a little. But I was more hopeful. I was more hopeful in at least getting some type of work or collaboration. Not only that, but just keep being creative in my own, not just in my own element, yeah. And really now, I consider my songs cute. It was my cute stage between the age of around 17, 18. Up until probably 20, I wouldn't say 2018, but probably 2013, 2014. That was my cute stage. Being from around 18 to like 22, 23. But even though I fought, I still kept going best I could. And then life happened, and I was no longer making videos. Well, really, I was. It was. I was in a good relationship. It was a good relationship. It just kind of took me away from not only what I wanted to do, but eventually, pretty much myself, because I had to. I felt like I had to really please the other person and just sacrifice my own happiness for his. And that's one of the main reasons why I left the relationship, because of that. And I'm still working on my communication issues and my speech, how to say things without even having to take a long time to even think of what to say. It's hard. And I did say that I was going to surgically remove this arm. I might not, I'm not sure. But of course, if I had to remove this arm in order to be noticed, then it says a whole lot, really, about this world. If people tell me to fix my arm, this says a whole lot about them. Like, people can't even stand uniqueness anymore. People just don't like originality or even creativity anymore. Especially from folks like me. You just want not only what's popular, but what looks like it. what looks like popularity. And that's what I really had to fight all these years. Not only to be noticed and to be creative while being myself, but just looking at people and people not even taking notice of people with disabilities. It's like the entertainment industry just doesn't want it. And it's kind of like they're still not ready for it, but really I don't care anymore. Because of really what I see now, it's really dirty and evil. And I really prefer the people rather than popularity. If y'all like me, cool. If not, oh well. You don't have to. You don't have to like my arm. You don't have to like what I say. You don't have to like me, period. So what? You're not in my life. Personally. So why does that even matter? But at the same time, I kind of feel like I'm still fighting. But like I said, I've retired from singing, just performing in the videos. I know I did a video of me singing recently, but it was just in solidarity of the lives that were lost, especially the ones that are Asian. Like I said, stop the hate, period. Especially for Asians, blacks, all. You seriously gotta stop. Especially for disabled people too. Stop the hate. Stop criticizing. If you cannot accept it, then that is your fucking loss. If you don't like my fucking mouth, that's your loss too. Regardless, I'm gonna be me. And really the reason why I really hadn't made it like really for so long is because I see what people do. I see what people push people to do in order to even be famous. And it's just not me. I just prefer just to be myself, just to be authentic, real, and just creative in my own way. And while I'm doing that, also appreciating and paying homage to the ones before me. Which most people, unfortunately, are not doing, or even barely doing, or rarely doing. And it's sad. It's even more sad that here I am 10 years later, I'm still here and I decided to quit. I pretty much have been a quitter all my life, so it's nothing new to me. Just don't. People just don't want to take a chance on me. No matter how talented I am, no matter how real, no matter how much talent I display. It's only because I couldn't afford some equipment to make my sound better or my music better. The equipment I was using at the time were, of course, mediocre. But you can't say I tried, because I did. But I'm still here, in the same spot 10 years later. Still trying to survive, but still trying to create at the same time. That's really the whole point of Real Sugar Honey Iced Tea and Opal Aquel. If I have to be like someone new, especially one that I created to even just get noticed, then says a whole lot. It's just how it is. It might not be your life, but if you don't accept people like me, if you really don't take heed of my experiences, or even take notice of the 10 years that I put in, then you lack empathy. Just like that myth that people say about people with Asperger's, that we lack empathy. But that really says something about people just not accepting people for who they are and just what they have, and not even building them up to even make a better life. And honestly, that's what I want to do. I don't really look at anyone as competition. Even when, if one day, if I do make it, I will still help others. There's no competition here. I prefer not to be. The ones that do really says something about themselves. Because I ain't really competing against no one anymore. We'll talk. Real Sugar Honey Iced Tea.